Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome to the Israel Brief, brought to you by Lay of the Land. I'm Raleen Marks, your host, and we bring you the news from Israel every Monday to Thursday right here on this platform. So, like we do every day, let's take a look at those top stories, and we start with the latest around COVID-19. Now, we have seen an alarming spike in the amount of infections over the last week or so, and this has prompted the government to kind of put the brakes on lifting more restrictions. So opening trains or the train services, that's not happening, and the opening of event halls, that will also be postponed. Also, with regards to the Palestinians, another shipment of PPE, that's personal protection equipment, arrived from the United Arab Emirates earlier today. However, there is no word whether or not this has been coordinated with the Palestinian Authority or if it will be accepted. The last shipment that was sent was refused by the Palestinian Authority. And also, in other news, some of the schools that have been shuttered over the last week or so will possibly be reopened during the week. So let's look at the stats as they currently stand before we move on to the next big headline. But where we are as follows. 18,049 confirmed cases of coronavirus since the start of the global pandemic. 298 fatalities, and currently there are 2,654 people infected with COVID-19, 29 of them seriously and 23 requiring ventilators, and 15,131 people have made full recoveries. In other news, there is a lot of tension ramping up as Israel discusses the possibility of annexation. Now, our new Defense Minister, Gantz, will make his first foreign trip as Defense Minister, possibly to Jordan, and this is to kind of quell the tensions that are rising between Jordan and Israel over the possibility of annexation. Yesterday, Prime Minister Netanyahu announced that on the 1st of July, settlements would likely be annexed, but any other territory that would possibly happen at a later date. You know, we don't have a definite confirmation that this is going ahead, but this is where the language is at the moment. And King Abdullah of Jordan did warn that any annexation could have severe repercussions on the peace treaty between Israel and Jordan. And in our final story, we are delighted to report that Argentina joined Serbia over the last week and many other countries in adopting the IHRA definition of anti-Semitism. It's the International Holocaust Remembrance Alliance's definition of anti-Semitism, and deals with such controversial issues as the perceptions of Jews and also the criticism of Israel. You know, criticism of Israel is legitimate if you want to criticize any policies that you disagree with. It is the national sport in Israel. However, when it comes to questioning Israel's rights to exist, it is done by many anti-Israel groups, or saying that anti-Zionism is racism, that is anti-Semitism. So this is very, very important, especially in a country like Argentina in South America, where we have seen a significant uptick of anti-Semitism. And we recall the Amir bombing in 1994 that killed 85 people and wounded hundreds of others. So this is really a step in the direction of fighting growing anti-Semitism. So don't forget that you can check out our content online at www.layoftheland.online. You can read Dave Kaplan's article about the possible annexation and what repercussions this might have. There's also an excellent article up by Hen Mazig, and it deals with the issue of the perceptions, again this word, that Jews are all white Ashkenazim. That's not the case. Read more about it there. It is also up on our Facebook page. You can check it out at Lottel's site. Give us a like or a follow if you haven't already. And don't forget that you can get your daily edition of the Israel Brief on our YouTube channel at the Israel Brief, and all you have to do is subscribe. So those are the top stories making headlines. I wish you all a safe and healthy day. I'm Arlene Marks, and this is the Israel Brief.